He was the kind of man every woman prayed for, calm, private, gentle, rich. Everything about him was soft, his voice, his steps, his gaze, but there was something off, something missing. He had no family around him, no siblings, no parents, no one. It was like he appeared in the world fully grown, well-mannered, well-dressed, but alone. And when she finally asked why, he just said, there was a disagreement in the family. He said it with a small smile, but his eyes told a different story. They weren't angry. They weren't cold. They were hurt, like someone who built a bridge and watched it burn from both ends. She didn't push, because deep down, she liked it that way. No family to interrupt their nights, no siblings to call him when he was with her, no mother to remind him who he was before her, no one to miss him, and all his money, eventually, it would be hers. She didn't say it out loud, of course, but she saw it as opportunity. Her name was Amara, and when she came into his life, it was like light entered the room. She was kind, she was soft, she was everything he thought he needed. He told her, I've never known peace like this before. And she smiled, that's because I'm here for your heart. They got married, simple wedding. No family on his side, only hers, and still, he smiled, as long as you're here. I'm fine. She gave birth to a baby boy. Took care of her husband, loved him, fed him, served him tea every single morning. Same cup, same smile, same gentle hands. He loved it. It became their ritual, simple, tender, sacred. She would say, let me serve my king. And he would laugh, you and this your royal treatment. But the tea was not just tea. It started slow. He began forgetting things, small details, big plans, where he kept his keys. While he stood in a room, he would shake his head and mutter, maybe it's stress. And she would smile, you need rest, my love. She made him rest, tucked him in, watched him fade, while the powder in his tea built slowly, a silent storm in his veins. Then came the nosebleeds, the dizziness, the weakness in his legs, the slurred words, the trembling hands, and still, he trusted her, because she never stopped smiling, until one morning, he dropped the cup before it reached his lips, fell to the floor, gone, just like that. She screamed, she wailed, she collapsed on his chest, called his name over and over again like a broken record. People rushed in. They saw a widow, shattered in silk, crying into her husband's silence. They saw a perfect woman. No one saw the cup, no one checked the tea, and worst of all, no one came, no mother, no sister, no brother, no uncle, no family, because long ago, after a bitter misunderstanding, he cut them all off. There was no one left to ask questions. No one to demand an autopsy, no one to challenge the story, no one to fight for the truth. She planned it perfectly, because she knew, you can't silence a family that was already gone, and so she mourned, publicly, flawlessly, free. They said, she loved him deeply. No one suspected a thing. There were no whispers, no second guesses. The funeral was quick, too quick, no family to delay it, no one to ask questions, no one to say, wait. What really happened? Just tears, an obituary, and then silence. Weeks passed. Amara was seen again. Still in black, still looking graceful, but smiling now, living well, spending better, alone in a house that no longer echoed his voice. And then one day, something strange happened. She went to make tea, same cup, same habit, poured, stirred, sat. She raised the cup to her lips, but just before it touched her mouth, her son, barely 3 years old, looked at her and asked, Mommy, Is that the same tea you gave Daddy before he went away? She froze, mid-sip, hands trembling, eyes wide. She dropped the cup, and from that day on, she never touched tea again. She would sit in that kitchen, still, breathless, staring at that same empty cup, like it was watching her back, like it remembered. Some cups hold more than tea, some smiles hide more than love, and some questions don't need answers, they already know.
Like, leave a comment and subscribe.